Okay, it looks like I'm live on YouTube right now, which is good, good. I'm just grounding myself still, you guys. Lighting some sage, some smudge stick here, some sage. If you would like to get a reading with me tonight, you can do that by, of course, just requesting. But I do give precedence to people who send me donations. And you can send a donation by going to astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page, there's a donation button. You can also go to our order page. There's a donation button there. And we also have a shop there as well if you would like to order a professional reading. So all of those options are available. Also, I don't know how many of you know, but I am studying to be a healer. And I've learned a lot about energy and healing and how important it is that we protect our energy and also that we ground ourselves. So I'm going to make sure I do that. I don't know if I've ever done that with you guys before I've started the show. So it should be interesting for some of you guys. Very much so. I really haven't advertised too much that I was going to be back this week because I've been gone for several weeks. So yeah. So let's go ahead and do the grounding. I'll go ahead and get that started before we do anything else tonight. And let me just make sure I've got it up here. Doesn't look like I do. So let me do this here. Get together here. All right. And I want to make sure I've got the right one. Here we go. All right. So I got my grounding crystal right here. So I want you to take a deep breath, and close your eyes, centering yourself in your heart. Taking a moment to call back all your awareness, all parts and aspects of you. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your heart. Imagining that you can breathe from your heart. Now imagine that all around you are particles of light, sparks of light. These may be golden light or white light. This light is pure source energy. This is part of who you are. Allow these particles of light to begin to merge into your body, filling your heart and filling every cell and molecule of your body. Breathing this light into your body, gathering this source energy into the center of your heart, forming a beautiful ball of light. Now imagine that from the light in the center of your heart is a golden cord. Send this cord down from your heart into the earth, going through all the layers of the earth until you come to the crystalline core of Gaia, where you will see, feel, or imagine a warm golden light. This is the heart chakra of Gaia. Connect your golden cord into the heart of Gaia, feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia. And begin to draw the unconditional love and support there back up through your cord into your earth star chakra, about 12 inches below your feet, into your feet, up your legs, into your root chakra, your sacral, solar plexus, into your heart, seeing your heart expand. Send a beam of light up from your heart, pulling that golden light from Gaia up with you as you travel through your high heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown, up into your soul star chakra, about 12 inches above your head. Sending your beam of light up, 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 and connecting in with your higher self, calling forward your I am presence, your divine creator self, connecting this beam of light from your heart into the heart of your higher self. Send your beam of light up, 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 all the way up past the universe, past the multiverse, out as far as you can travel until you reach a beautiful iridescent light of the heart of creation. This is the energy of all that is. This is pure creation energy. Connect your beam of light into the heart of creation, anchor it in there, and allow yourself to soak in that pure energy of all that is, feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Creator. Begin to pull that iridescent light down your beam of light into your soul star, into your crown chakra, into your third eye, your throat, your heart, seeing your heart expand, allowing this beautiful iridescent light flow into your heart, merging with the golden light from Gaia and the pink light of love from your own heart, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light, allowing this light to fill every cell of your body, expanding this light out beyond your physical body, going out 12 feet in all directions, forming a beautiful ball of iridescent rose gold light that you are in the center of. Now witnessing a space in the earth opening up for this ball of light with you inside to drop down, dropping all the way into the heart of Gaia. Anchor yourself in there, feeling the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of Creator. Take a deep breath. And center yourself in the most sacred space of your heart. Beautiful. So now that we're grounded, we can begin. And I think what I'll do here is I will open up to talk about where the planets are, because, well, you guys, we are in the midst of a new moon. We've got a major new moon going on. I hope this opens up because it's probably very busy today. Let's see what we've got here. So we are right at the precipice of this new moon. I mean, it's going to happen within a few hours. And that is that the sun is at 0 degrees of Cancer, And the new moon is about to hit 0 degrees of Cancer. Right now it's at 28 degrees and 23 minutes of Gemini. So we've got 1.5 minutes per pretty much left before we have a actual new moon occurring. And think about where 0 degrees of Cancer is in your chart. Where does that represent for you? Wherever that is, there might be a new vibe, a new flavor to that part of your life. We've got Mercury in Cancer already at 14 degrees, but this is different. This new moon at 0 degrees of Cancer is going to be a new beginning, basically for the next 2 weeks. And on the 4th of July, we're going to have another eclipse. So the 3rd, 4th, somewhere around there. So this is major. Really pay attention to what vibes are going on in your life now, over the next few hours, the next few weeks, and how it really all plays out in your life. I know for myself, 0 degrees of Cancer is right at the entryway of my 6th house. So I know that issues such as health and just mundane things around the house. I got a new stove put in today, that kind of thing. Those might take precedence. I think home issues in general, family, home, children, whatever your soul family is even, I think that is going to take a really big precedence over the next 2 weeks. Cancer is about home and family. And I mean, with it being at 0 degrees, I feel like the next 2 weeks are fated, that it's all going to be about home and family. And I really believe that with the final eclipse happening on the 4th of July or thereabouts, I really think it might have a lot to do with like our home America and family. Like there's been a lot going on with America and family and home. I think the face of America is changing. I believe there have been 2 Americas for some time, but I believe that we may actually start experiencing the blending of family, of unity, of a oneness that can only come about when the sun and moon are conjoined at 0 degrees of Cancer in a Cancer country. So I really think we're at the precipice of major, major change. I also would like to note that Saturn is at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And although it's not making a major aspect, I believe it's in conjunct, if I'm not mistaken, but it definitely is another fate degree, the 0 degrees. And Saturn at 0 degrees going back toward Capricorn, it represents brotherly love. So we've got family, home, brotherly love, mother, mothering, nurturing, caring. These are all the vibes, I think, that we may experience over the next 2 weeks, but specifically over the next 4 or 5 hours. So pay attention to that. It is a Saturday night. I think I mentioned that Mercury is at 14 degrees of Cancer. It's also retrograding. So Mercury is retrograding. And okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Mercury retrograde. The best way to get through a Mercury retrograde is to reevaluate, redo, renew, review, revive, rejuvenate, reassess. Let's see, how many rewords can we come up? Respond, relive, every reword you can think. All of the things that you need to do to rewind and review and recover and reestablish yourself, whatever it takes to do that. You may find that this is the time that you do that. You might have to go back over an old project and renew it or rejuvenate it or revive it or redo it or rewrite it or whatever. But this is what you're being asked to do. Mercury is asking this of us. And other planets are too, like Venus, which is at 5 degrees of Gemini right now, but retrograding. Where is 5 degrees of Gemini in your chart? For me, it's in my 5th house. I'm enjoying the love. And if it goes back into my 4th house, that's just more home and family and, you know, that type of thing. But find out where that 5 degrees of Gemini is in your chart, because that's where Venus is, and that's where it's retrograding, and that's where love is. Love might be renewing things, reviewing things, reviving things, redoing things, reuniting with people, you know, just reevaluating your relationships. Relationships is in itself a retrograde word. So interesting times. I think there might be a lot of communication talking because it's Gemini, Venus. So there might be lots of talk about love. Maybe love that you might have thought gotten away, you know, it's revived now because there's a lot of going on. So yeah, go rejuvenate that old past love if that's what you're up to. Mars is at 25 degrees of Pisces. And I have to say this, soon Mars is going to go into Aries. And when it does, it's going to stay there for 6 months. It's going to be in its own home for the longest time. So I hope you guys are prepared for that, you know, it's going to be Mars in its own home of fighting Aries. Just think of red hot coals over the next 6 months. I just thought I would mention that. So enjoy this peaceful, loving, giving time because I'm not sure how long it's going to last once Mars gets into Aries. Okay, so Jupiter is at 25 degrees of Capricorn, and that is sextile that Mars in Pisces at 25 degrees. This Jupiter is retrograde. It's at 25 degrees and 8 minutes of Capricorn retrograding. And that is interesting, having Jupiter in Capricorn retrograding. It's almost as though we are remaking or rebuilding the foundation. Restructuring is a really great word for Jupiter in Capricorn. And this is because Jupiter is big, it's expansive, it wants to grow things. So especially in business. So I can see lots of restructuring, rebuilding, you know, rededicating and that type of thing going on as well. I mentioned earlier, Saturn is retrograding at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Again, I think it's just dealing with the brother man issues. And again, when it gets back into Capricorn, it's going to be redoing, renewing, restructuring the value systems, the foundation on which we live upon here in America. I think in general, across the world. Uranus is at 9 degrees of Taurus, and it is not really making any major aspects at all right now. Chiron's at 9 degrees of Aries, so it's, but that's not really aspecting that Uranus. We just came through a really strange connection between Uranus and Mercury. So it'd be interesting to see how some communication may have sparked some unique relationships and unique situations out there. Really interesting. Neptune's at 20 degrees of Pisces, and it's not really affecting too much right now either. It has been really busy, but it's kind of slowed down, moving out of range from a lot of other planets. Mercury is going to trine it though, eventually. Mercury's retrograding right now, so it's going to have to bounce back and do that eventually. Pluto is at 24 degrees of Capricorn, and it too is retrograde. That just feels like the power. A lot of people might feel like their power is hidden, their power has been taken, or their power is inside of them, like they don't, it's retracting, it's retracting power. It's hard to put into words. I'll give you a really quick example. I am a Capricorn with Capricorn rising. I have Pluto transiting my first house, and Saturn and Jupiter. And the way it's played out for me, it's been really hard this month because Gemini's been opposing my 12th house, the last week or so. And the urge to hide was great. Like really, truly retracting my power, not really wanting to come out. You guys may have noticed I've not done the lives for a few weeks. I literally retracted into like a private space, and pulled back my power. And so I think a lot of people, especially if you have Capricorn rising, may find that you either need to or you will just naturally feel an urge to pull in the reins, R-E, pull in the reins on your power, rein in your power. I think that's what Pluto retrograde means, reigning in the power, especially as it pertains to being in the first house, which is the personality. And so maybe if you're dealing with that yourself, you might feel that, oh, you can be a little much. Look, I just realized after how many minutes I'm doing this show with shades on. Talk about retracting and pulling in your power. And oh my gosh, I've got some people out there. Crystal Thompson said 7 and 8 houses. Bruno King is out there. Batata Dolce is out there. Caslu FF is out there. Much love and light to those who have been watching. I am going to be doing free readings. If you like to get a free reading, just say me, and I will make sure I include you into my free readings tonight, okay? So I'm just about finished here with these planets, and I just wanted to mention that if you have that Pluto in your first house, that if you feel that you're retracting your power, it's a real thing. It's not, you're not imagining that. Also, the true node is at 29 degrees of Gemini. It's not retrograde, which is really rare because the true node is often retrograding. And it is technically conjunct the sun and the moon right now. So this whole new moon thing happening at 0 degrees of Cancer, obviously this true node, the north node, is mixed up in that. I don't know if people realize that because, they don't realize 29 degrees is so close to the sun and moon conjunction. That's about to happen. And right now, the moon is almost at the true node exact conjunction less than a minute right now. And so we're right on the verge of that new moon. It's going to go down, like I said, within hours. So prepare for that, folks. Wherever 0 degrees of Cancer is, that's where it's going to affect your chart. And I think that's where Crystal Thompson said 7th and 8th houses, that's where Cancer is for her. So, okay. Now, one of the things I'm going to do, unless you guys tell me you want a personal reading, I'm just going to start doing the signs here, because I've got I need to get some for all of the signs in anyway. I've been really behind on doing that. So my apologies to the signs, but if you like a personal reading, just let me know and I will throw you in here and give you a personalized reading. Okay. So the first sign I'm going to do, because we are at the end of Gemini season and we are now officially in Cancer season, I'm going to pull some cards for the sign of Cancer. Okay, and I'm using my Miss Cleo deck. As many of you know, my favorite little deck, because they're so easy to play with. I love playing with them. We are going to see what special message the cards have. Sign of Cancer. Show me clearly. What is this message? The Magician is sitting up here on the top here, so I keep wondering what it wants to show me for Cancer. Let's see what this special message will be. Again, if you would like to get a actual reading with me tonight, you can make a request here. And also, I accept donations. You can send your donations at Astrology, alookinside.com. When you get to our page, scroll down to the bottom, there's a donation button. So feel free to donate anything, and every donation is appreciated. I do have one person I want to do her reading this week, because I know she sent me a donation, and I don't think I did one for her for June, or at least not recently. So I'm going to do one for her. I'll do her after I do Aries. So I'm doing them. I guess I'm just going to mix and match here, right? Because we're already not Aries, Cancer. We're doing Cancer first. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I think I've shuffled enough. Divine Spirit, please lead me to the special message you have for the sign of Cancer. Show me clearly, what is that special message you have for the sign of Cancer? What is that special message you have for the sign of Cancer? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with the sign of Cancer? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. There we go. A bunch popped out. Show me clearly. What are we showing the sign of Cancer? What are we showing Cancer? Show me clearly. Oh, there's one more. Show me clearly. Oh, what is that? Show me. What's that special message we have for the sign of Cancer? I wasn't sure if I was going to do the cards or do the intuitive tonight, but I think I haven't done the cards in a few weeks, so I figured I'd do that for you guys. Show me clearly. Any last messages for the sign of Cancer? What's that? I saw a couple. Anything else? Is that it? Anything else? Show me clearly. Is that it? Going once, going twice, going thrice. Okay, I think that was it. Okay, you guys, let's see what this message is for the sign of Cancer. Let's see what the message will be for Cancer. Oh, interesting. Okay, Cancer. Okay. So, you know what's funny? Whatever is going on, you guys, you start right out with victory, Cancer. You are going to look at that. This is pure victory. The moment I saw the Ace of Swords, I'm like, pure victory. Pure victory. So this is where it all starts with you. And it's actually crossed by the Knight of Cups, coming with that message, crossing over with some emotions, making that offer, that emotional offer, that offer. It might be for love, it could be for work, it could be anything, but look at that offer coming, the Knight of Cups. And whatever it is, whatever the offer is, I think you should take a chance on it. You got the Fool that topped you there. And I think it's about taking a chance, stepping out on the limb, going for the gusto, taking that chance, not being afraid. And I think you might have been afraid. I think you might have been waiting. Look, you got the Hangman. That's what's below you. You've been meditating, thinking about it, not sure you're going to take the chance, but you're being told to take the chance. Yeah. Oh, and there's the Page of Cups. And here comes the communication. Communication about, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with emotion. Okay. So take that chance. I think whatever you've been going through too, it's over. You've been looking back at your past. Maybe whatever's been happening in your past has been holding you back from taking that chance and jumping off the ledge. But I think it's time to do that. It's time to let go of looking back at the past and time to move forward with the future. And sometimes when we look back at the past, we just imagine things like it's always better when you look in the back, look back than when you were really in it. And I think with the moon there, you could be fooling yourself. You could be like telling yourself like, oh, he's the only one, or it was better when it was with him, or whatever it is. And I just want you to be aware of that. You might have to be strategic here. You got the Page of Swords. I mean, I'm sensing that you got to be on guard, be a little strategic about it. There might be some information coming, but be on guard about that. I think whatever goes on here, work on you, work on what you want, work on your career, work on your industry, work on what it is that you want to achieve. You got this Eight of Coins. And this tells me that with you work toward what you want, you can achieve it. I really believe that. And you got this King of Cups here, which tops off your reading. This is the main cards. This tops off the main cards, this King of Cups here. And this is a king that is actually kind of emotional. So if you're a woman, you might be dealing with an emotional male. And if you're a male, you could be feeling some emotions, because the emotions run deep in the King of Cups. Also, it could stem from some communication, because it ends with this Two of Staves, which just tells me that there may be some communication. I'm going to read that Two of Staves just so that you can get a good vibe for what it says. See, it's uncertainty. Maybe it's uncertainty about that King of Cups. The king that, is offering the emotion, the emotional king. There might be some uncertainty about that emotional king. And it might be, with this Eight of Coins that was right there before this King of Cups. Like you work and 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 you work, trying to get it to work together with that King of Cups. And it ain't working. I'm just saying that could be it. I just feeling that. This is what it says about the Two of Staves, though, okay? Because this is what it ends on, Two of Staves. A card of uncertainty, reflection of one's past actions and choices, self-assessment, and the emotions that follow. Take time to reflect upon your choices before making any decision. Consider where you are and how your past relates. It's so weird that this was the ending card, because in this reading, you had that six, I remember, the looking back card. Yeah, Six of Cups. You had two looking back cards. Two cards where you're uncertain to move forward because you're looking back. I think you're being told to let go, stop looking back so you can move forward. But I'm going to take these apart like I like to do, see if there's any hidden messages here that I didn't pick up. Hold on for a second, you guys. So, you know, I like to do that. Sometimes there are, but I just don't see them until I see them, you know. So the first thing I want to say is I'm amazed that there were only 3 number cards, which was really the looking back and the eight of coins. So looking back at all the work you've done, maybe looking back at all the effort that you put into something, just reflecting on, my gosh, I put in so much time, so much effort, so much work. What am I getting out of it? Right? Some of you guys Cancers might be thinking that way. Also, there was a Page of Cups, there's a Page of Swords, there's a Knight of Cups. Somebody's waiting for some communication. Really, they're not sure how they're going to strategize until they get this communication. Maybe they've got a communication of love that they want to express to this King of Cups, or from this King of Cups, maybe. And I just feel, though, whatever is going on, because it was your first card, I know that pure victory is afoot. Like, yeah, you're reflecting on where you messed up, maybe. Like, you know, okay, if you look back that way, you can find out where you effed up, right? Right? That's what that might be. But if you do that, I really feel like pure victory can be yours. I really do. Now, I like to take the major arcana and look back on them and see if there's any hidden message. And when I do it, there's only 3 major arcana cards, and one was the moon. Be careful of lies and deception. A lot of times when I see this card, I'm thinking lies and deception from other people. It could be lies and deception from yourself. If you're the one reflecting, you're the one looking back, maybe seeing things more rosier than they were. Could be your own self-deception there. Also, the Fool popped up. This, you know, this could be being drunk. Cancers do like to drink, but it could also just be taking a chance and doing something new and going and stepping out on a limb and making it happen, just making it happen. And I think right now, either you have been, or you currently are, or you were meditating, just waiting around, not sure. You've just been waiting around, meditating, trying to decide what you were going to do. But it's time to take that chance. Stop reflecting on the past. Okay? If you need to meditate some more, do that. But eventually you're going to have to step out on a limb and take a chance. All right, you guys. This is my reading for you, Cancer. It should be good for the next 2 weeks until July 4th. Okay? Okay. Much love and light to you. So I am going to go ahead and do Taurus. No, not Taurus. Leo. I'm going to do Leo next, because we started with Cancer. So let me go ahead and just separate these cards. I don't want to have the same cards come back up again. I will do much to separate these cards. So let's make sure we do that. I don't like it when people are like, you didn't shuffle, you didn't separate, the same cards came out. And I'm like, if that happens with me, it certainly won't be because I didn't try to keep them apart, because I always do. Okay, so first I'm going to just cut this, cut it 4 times. And 4, okay. So now I'm just going to ask Divine Spirit to come in and show me what message there is for the sign of Leo. What is this special message we have for the sign of Leo? I'm seeing the Tower here. I'm going to try to hide it, but if it pops back, and then the 9 of coins, I always think of that vanity card. I think of Leo. Okay, so we've gotten away from that, a Tower. This kept showing up on the top. It's weird. I'm not going to look. And whatever shows up, shows up. Divine Spirit, just show me clearly. What is the special message you have for the sign of Leo? Show me clearly what you want to share with the sign of Leo. What are we sharing with the sign of Leo tonight? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with the sign of Leo? Okay. What is that special message you have for the sign of Leo? Oh, show me clearly what you like to share with the sign of Leo. Show me clearly. What is that special message you have for the sign of Leo? Show me clearly. What is that special message? What are we sharing with Leo tonight? Oh, whatever that was, I'm going to take it. Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Leo? What is that special message we have for the sign of Leo? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Leo? Oh, there. Okay. I think we might even have enough. Let me just see. Can't believe your first card. That was awesome. So, Leo. Oh, yeah, we've got enough here. Oh, yeah. The bunch came out. You've been worried about Leo. Oh, okay. My Leo friend. So the first card you got was the Lovers card. Leo, this is the card that represents you for the next couple of weeks here till at least July 4th. Lover. So this could be that you're either making a decision regarding love, or you just might be dealing with love in general. You know, I can't say for certain that, oh, it's perfect, right? But I know love's going to be a part of whatever is going down because it was your main card. And then on top of that, you were crossed by the Seven of Staves. This is telling me right away that you have to have some integrity when it comes to love. Have some integrity, okay? Maybe you're dealing with issues of integrity when it comes to love. Also, I always think about strategy too. But it's the card of integrity, really. And when I think about that, like I can't tell you personally how many relationships ended because the person didn't have no integrity. They were, with this one, that one, and the other. So I think that's going to make a big difference for you in love. And you might even have been waiting around, Leo, because Leo don't just want anybody. Been waiting around, meditating, thinking about it, whatever it is. You haven't just moved on. And I do think it's about love because the card that's below you is the Four of Staffs. I think you've been meditating, waiting, planning. You're not just going to go with any old person. You want a Four of Staffs. And I don't blame you. Ain't nobody got time for no half stepping. Give me my Four of Staffs or give me nothing. I feel you. I think you're going to get your Four of Staffs because I really believe this is just the way the scales are being weighed. This is your justice, maybe for you taking your time, being patient, not just, throwing it out any old place. Your justice is, I think you're going to get what you want. Now, I do think that you might have been either planting the seeds for what you want. You got lots of choices out there for what you want. You might have been working hard to get what you want. You might not have what you want yet, but I think the potential for you to get what you want is there. I also believe that you're going to be moving from where you currently are emotionally, maybe even physically, maybe even spiritually, because it's on water. But I think you're going to be moving from one point to another point. So the way you feel yesterday is not going to be the way you feel on July 5th, I don't think. I think some things may be changing for you in the next few weeks. And then you got the Three of Staffs. Now, this card in particular is a card that indicates we got integrity and then we just got courage. So whatever is going on, especially since we're dealing with lovers as the main topic here, you're being told to not only have integrity, but to have courage as well. And look, I love this card. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but see how there's like a bright sun on the horizon? There's like a ship down there. There's lots of water. That's emotion. I just feel like if you have courage and you wait for the right one, you're going to get it. What I really don't want you to do is to sit around worrying. Oh my God, Leo. Have you been worried? Oh. Some Leos might have been worried. Maybe something bad happened in your love relationship. Right? Maybe something ended. I only see that because, well, the main reading ends with the Death card. So, you know, the funny thing is, some people see, I got 3 extra cards, by the way. Don't run yet. Don't be afraid. Well, some people, when they see the, and by the way, I've got my grounding crystal in my hand, which I hold when I do these. I just want you guys to know, in case you wondered what that was. But I don't want you to run from this, because this could just mean that you got something new on the horizon. Like when something has to end for something new to begin. You might have to end what was making you worry, right? So you can get what you really want and what you really deserve. The justice wasn't here. Leo, I believe this with all my heart. Oh yeah, justice, Ace of Staffs. This could even be childbirth if you're a woman. Ace of Staffs. I'm going to read that to you so you can get an idea of what a great card the Ace of Staffs is. That's a great card. After death, after the ending of everything, like after death, there's new birth, there's renewal, there's Ace of Staffs. So here's your Ace of Staffs. This is what it says. A card of childbirth. New projects. So this could deal with new projects. It could be business ventures. It's a great time to start a new business. Business ventures prosper. New career. Childbirth is possible. So, I mean, this is a really good card. Okay. So just know that whatever's ended, new beginnings, literally childbirth, literally new beginnings, new life even. And I think that, you know, you may have been feeling kind of defeated because maybe you've been watched, like stalked even. This Nine of Swords is that kind of card. I'll read it to you, but it really is that kind of card. You know, no one really likes the Nine of Swords. This is what it says. Nine of Swords, a card of many meanings, many meanings. It is dependent on the surrounding cards. So luckily there was an Ace of Staffs. I just want you to know the ending card is good too. I'm not going to tell you what it is till I show you. So the surrounding cards. It can represent miscarriage though. It can also, it's so weird that we got childbirth and miscarriage. Depression, broken promises, and deep mental depression. That 4, we saw that. Dreams, nightmares, difficulty sleeping may be present. A very stressful time is indicated. So I think this could be part of what you've been going through. Maybe that's why there's the Death card. There's an ending to that. And you know where you end? You end with the world. You end with everything. There you go. All right. You get to travel from wherever it is you have been at into a new sphere of life. I felt that earlier, that where you are now, you're not going to be there in a few weeks. I think you have the ability to heal and to grow. And I think even nurture yourself over the next few weeks with, you know, the planets in Cancer. Because don't forget, Cancer is your 12th house. So you might pull in to nurture and love yourself first and foremost. Just be aware of that, okay? But the world is open to you. Be aware of that. I just want you to know that the world is open to you, okay? Now I'm going to just take these apart and And you know, like I like to do. So let me just do that. Just see if there's any hidden messages I didn't get or missed. Or you know, there's one thing I just noticed was there were several sevens and several fours. So I didn't pay attention to. Yeah, we got 2 4s, 2 7s, 6, 9, and 3. So not really any major messages being given here, but just that I noticed the 4s and 7s. That Ace of Staffs we discussed. I'm just realizing there was no minor arcana face cards, no um, uh, knights, pages, queens, or kings. Very interesting. So this is your reading in backwards, which I like to do. It gives me a different take on things. You got the Lovers. The Lover, so fitting for Leo. Leo the Lover. This could have something to do with making a decision about love. It could have something to do with love or a decision you had to make about love. And I see the Hangman next, which could be that you've been thinking about it, meditating on it, maybe even praying on it. Like, what is this decision that you have to make about love? I see this might have been really a major factor. And then you got Justice, which is again saying, I've got to make this decision regarding XYZ, most likely in your case, love, right? There we go, Justice. See how they got the scale, the balance? He's got the little scroll in his hand. He's got the sword by his side, ready to make that final proclamation. That's what that is. And the final proclamation is to end something. Something is ending. Something is ending. You are done with something. Okay, you're putting an end to it. You're putting an end to it so you can get your new beginning. And when you get your new beginning, you get everything. You get the world. One of the best cards you can get, Leo. So you're going to be traveling from whatever you're dealing with to something completely new. Congratulations, Leo. And happy rest of June to you. This reading should be good until July 4th, July 5th, somewhere around there. I'm doing it because of the new moon eclipse tonight. All right. And if you'd like to make a donation or get yourself a professional reading, you can do so by going to Astrology, alookinside.com. That's Astrology, alookinside.com. We got a donation button right on our first page. We've got an order page with a donation button. Also, you can order a reading there. And we also have a shop page. So go and visit us and support Black business. Okay. All right. So let me, I'm separating the cards, which I like to do because I don't like it when the same cards pop up. It's like I always question, like, did I shuffle enough? Did I do enough shuffling? Let me cut this. Let me cut it. Or did I cut it? Did I shuffle enough? So I want to make sure if they pop up, it's not because I didn't do my job. Okay, so here we go. Oh, a card just popped out. I want to get it in the direction it popped out. Wow, this card has popped out all night. So it's obviously going to be affecting Virgo. Because I'm doing Virgo. I barely said anything about Virgo and it already popped out of my hands. I'm going to use it. So Divine Spirit, please lead me to the special message you have for the sign of Virgo. What is the special message you would like me to share with Virgo? Show me clearly what the message is that you want me to share with the sign of Virgo. What is it that I'm supposed to tell Virgo tonight? I am seeing the Ace of Cups sitting up on the front of this deck. It is not leaving, no matter what I do. Oh, finally, we got the Hierophant. So we're dealing with Ace of Cups. That's emotion, maybe the Taurus or Hierophant. Let's see what else is happening here. Okay, I'm stacking them up. Divine Spirit, show me clearly. Show me clearly. What is the special message you have for the sign of Virgo? What is it you want me to share with Virgo? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Virgo? What's that message you got for Virgo? Oh my goodness. a whole bunch. Just, I'm taking them all. Wow. Okay. Oh, what's that? Show me clearly. Anything else? What else are we sharing with Virgo? What's that special message? I just feel like there's something Virgo's supposed to hear tonight. Where do we share? Oh, they're popped in here somewhere. I saw it. There we go. Yep, that's a Virgo for you. All right. And oh, okay, that's a lot of cards. Okay, let's see what's going on, Virgo, because you got a lot of messages. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards over. Wow. And a very similar ending to the last person. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So I see now. Okay. So it's going to be like that. Wow. Okay. I got it. Wow. Okay, Virgo, you got a lot to talk about, okay? The first thing I want to just, just say that for Virgo, your main card was the Hangman. Hangman. This Hangman has come out all night. This is to another person who's meditating, they're waiting, they're being patient, they're taking their time, they're thinking things over. That's what's going on. And, hold on. I just realized I can take my glasses off. I had them on all night. But Virgo, here we go. All right, Virgo. So the Hangman. Then we've got the King of Staves is what crosses the Hangman. And the funny thing about the King of Staves is that the King of Staves is like a fire sign. I always think of the Emperor when I think of the King of Staves because it's usually an Aries or Sag or, a Leo. It's a fire sign. Wands, staves. But they make quick, fast decisions. This is someone making a quick, fast decision. Very quick, fast decision. And then we've got the Page of Staves. So here's a message coming in from this Page of Staves. This short-statured male, right? This message. Let me just see what it says here for the Page of Staves. I just want to make sure. Yeah, this is a good person, but sometimes egotistical, which, see the way they're standing there. A little bit egotistical, right? And they're devoted, they're well educated. They may bring you some important news. It's important to listen to it because it's from a truthful person. Okay. And you guys, I hope you don't mind. I feel like I really want to keep my shades on tonight. I told you I'm dealing with my issues of my Pluto retrograde in my first house. So I feel so much better with these shades on than not. I just want you guys to understand. Okay, so we've got the King of Staves, the Page of Staves, the Hangman, and then you got the Ace of Swords. This is pure victory. Pure victory. I mean, you can wait all you want on making that decision, right? But when you do, I still see that pure victory is coming. And the funny thing is that you got this Three of Staves, which is an indication of courage. We've seen it earlier. There's courage when you look on, what it is you want to do. You have vision. You're courageous. You have plans, foresight, whatever. Look at this, the Nine of Staves. This is again. This is showing someone who is in preparation. There's look how he's prepared, ready at a moment's notice, stacked up his staffs, his wands. He's prepared, he's organized, he's ready. And then you got the Knight of Swords, another card of preparation. This is for the preparation for the art of war, the art of strategy and courage again. This is a night of courage, of battle even. And then you have the card of judgment, Virgo. So after this battle, after this war, after this strategy, after this courage, after this victory, after these page and making a decision, you finally get the judgment, the end, whatever it is that, you know, has been going on. And I believe it's going to end in your favor. And then you've got the Ace of Cups. This is indicating that you might be a little vain. You know, that does indicate a little bit of vanity, this Ace of Cups, but Eight of Cups, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and read this off to you so you can get a good vibe for the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups. It is a card that warns against vanity. Maintain humility. Exhibit appropriate behavior. Remember to give. It may be time to move on and start new plans. Some of you might be feeling like you are ready to move on, start anew. And do not let your pride stop you from making that change. Whatever it is, make that change. And I think it's going to be about something you're working with, because then you got the Eight of Coins right after this. This is the card of industry, hard work, learning new trades, learning, you know, mastering a new field so that you can get ahead and be successful. And I really believe this entire reading was about that. Since we started out with the Hangman and the King of Staffs, this is making an executive decision right away and waiting to do so. And then on top of your reading, because that was the end of the main reading, you got 6 extra cards. And the first card was the Hierophant. The Hierophant, in my opinion, is Taurus. It's also, it could be a judge. We already had judgment here, right? So here we are again. We got not only judgment, but here's the judge himself, the Hierophant, making the firm decision, the practical decision, upholding the law in some way. And then you've got this 10 of Coins. First of all, I love the 10 of Coins, one of my favorite cards, indicating a peaceful home and family, money in the bank, comfortable home. I mean, everything you want is in order. It's beautiful. I think you've been working toward that all along. You know, you've got all these opportunities for success, Virgo. You've been, you know, putting out your fillers all over the place, and all these opportunities and options exist for you. So, you know, stay in your you know, just keep your fillers out there and work hard toward getting what you want. And I think you've been worried about it. I mean, here's the Four of Swords. This is a card of petty concerns and worries. You know, letting things get to you, not thinking you can get it done, but you win, Virgo. You win. It's the first time I saw you win all night. You win, Virgo. I told you this several weeks ago. The last time I did a card reading for Virgo, I told them they win. I'm telling you again, I don't know what you're after, but whatever it is, you'll win. And all options are available to you. You got the world. It's your ending card. These are the 2 best cards to get, in my opinion. And you got them. You win, Virgo. So whatever it is, whatever that judgment is, I believe Virgo is going to win. I'm going to do these cards backwards, and what I usually do here when I look for special messages, see if there's anything I might have missed. That happens sometimes. One of the things I didn't realize is all the number cards. Wow, you got a lot of number cards in this reading. Got 9, 10, a couple of 8, 7, 4, 3. But there's no doubles, believe it or not. That's amazing. Couple of 8s, but that's it. No triples, I should say. You got the Page of Staffs, the Knight of Swords, and the King of Staffs. Well, the Page of Staffs, he's, you know, he's a little debonair, suave little thing coming up. But the Knight of Swords is actually like it's strategy. This is battle. This is, you know, the art of battle, the art of winning. And I think with the King of Staffs, it's about making that executive decision to win. I believe that. And don't forget, you had the Ace of Swords in this reading, Virgo. This is pure victory. It is what it is. Pure victory is coming. We start out with the Hangman, the major arcana. I read those backwards. Meditate. You might have been meditating, waiting, pondering, just not making a decision because, well, some people it's COVID, right? And some people because of all the protests and stuff, but you've been waiting and not making a decision. But now it's time to make the judgment. It's time to make that judgment call. Decisions are being made. Something is going to end. Something is going to, move forward now because the judgment is being made. And here you got the Hierophant. This could be about marriage. I mean, it could be about Taurus, but it could be making a judgment about maybe some family manner, some tradition, something like that. Could be a judgment call because we had judgment. And then you got the Sun, which is, I always say, you win. But the card, what I want you to look at it with this, the Sun, is do you see all the little hands that are coming out from the Sun itself, like spokes on a wheel? That's all the opportunities that you have with the Sun. When the Sun comes up, you have so many opportunities. It's a 19 card, so it's basically another 1 or 10 card. So you win. And then you end on the World. And the World is, I'm just going to read the World to you because it gives you all the options to travel, to achieve things. This is what it says about the World. Travel, usually a significant distance. Trip by water. Relocation from difficulties. Now remember, the travel could be you moving from one point of life to another point of life. Freedom, expanded horizons. You may be taking a trip or changing your residence. Your world will see more options and possibilities. This is a time when anything is possible. I love that. Anything is possible for you, Virgo, okay? So good luck to you, Virgo. Much love, much light to you. And just remember, whatever you're going through, anything and everything is possible for you. You are not limited in any way, okay, Virgo? Not at all. This is your time. You win at whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So congratulations. If you like to make a donation, you can do so by going to astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. We have a donation button right there on the bottom of our main page. You can go to our order page. We've got a donation button there, or go to our shop page to order a professional reading. Also, I just wanted to let you know, if you want to get a personalized reading, you can order that too. Just send a donation, and anyone who sends me a donation, I do personalized readings for. Just so that you know, that's what I do. Okay, so we are moving on to the sign of Libra. Libra. Okay, let's see what Divine Spirit wants me to share with the sign of Libra. What am I sharing with Libra? Oh, by the way, these earrings, which is like, what is it? Sun and moon, I think. Sun and moon. Yeah, sun and moon. I am selling these at my website at fiercefinefab.com. Fiercefinefab.com. Yeah. I'll share that. And these glasses too, by the way. You gotta have a hustle. I am a double Capricorn with Saturn in the first house conjoined Mercury, which is a mutual interception with Pluto and Virgo in the 8th house of money. And I got Jupiter and Pisces in the 2nd house of money. Of course, I've got a business somewhere where it sells glasses and earrings. Of course. That's what happens when you're a double Capricorn. Okay, so let's move on to the sign of Libra. Divine Spirit, show me clearly, what is the special message? Oh, something popped right out. What's the special message we're sharing with the sign of Libra? Show me clearly what you want me to share with the sign of Libra. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Show me clearly. What are we sharing with the sign of Libra? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with the sign of Libra? What are we sharing with the sign of Libra. Ooh, a whole bunch of, I don't even know if I meant to have all those cards come out. Oh, wow, something else popped. Anything else? Oh my goodness, I'm not taking all of those though. Show me clearly. Is that it? Was that the card? Or is that it? Okay, I think we got enough cards here. Let's see what this message is. Okay, you got 4 cards over. Okay, interesting. You guys, I don't know why, but I am freaking sweating so much. So much. So I don't even know why. Like, why am I sweating so hard? I don't know if I need to open up a window or what. It is summer, but like that could be it, right? It could be the summer. Okay, so the first card we got for you, Libra, is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This is like that emotional offer coming in from somewhere. It could be an offer for a job. It could be an offer for love. It could be an offer, you know, come with me to the Casbah, that type of thing. It's one of those kind of offers like, hey, we want you on our team, or hey, let's go out. One of those type of things. And whatever it is, I think it's got something to do with emotion. Got the Empress here. She's always pregnant with ideas and, you know, emotions and things like that. Empress is a very feminine persona. So for that to pop up, you know, it's like a main card. I think that's major. Between the offer of emotion and the Empress. This is doubting yourself, though. You can be emotional right now. It could be new beginnings. Like I said, someone's making you an offer. I think a new offer is coming in. It could be pregnancy. It could be love. At times, you doubt yourself and your circumstances. However, new and exciting times are approaching. A time of love and sensuality. Pregnancy might be indicated. So you could be getting that offer for that love. I see it. I believe that, you know, you might even have came out of a loss. Like you might have lost a relationship, lost a baby, lost a relationship or something. And now you're getting it all back. Now the sun is shining on you. And you've got a lot of good things coming your way, because here's the world. You've got lots of options coming your way. You're going to be able to travel from whatever you've been through into a new sphere of life. You're going to be able to undo some of the things that have been done in your life that have not been that great for you. And, you know, I think it might have something to do with marriage, maybe, or Taurus, perhaps. It's something to do with tradition or values, you know, something to do with maybe whatever your foundation is, or your family, maybe. And then here is that 4 swords. This has been worry. I've seen this card all night. Lots of worry going on out there. So Libras are also worried about something, petty concerns, jealousies, worries, things like that. You've been not only worried, you might even have been, you know, crying in your drink, you know, trying to make a decision about it because of the worry or the doubt or the fear or whatever it is that might have been plaguing you during the month. Here I see you've got the Page of Coins. And this is a very interesting page. This is a page that's like, hey, I'm going to bring you in some information on how you can maybe make some money, on how you can strategize, on how you can just do things in a way that are going to be beneficial to you, learn something new. You know, this is also often a part of academia, because you're learning something new. And here is the Fool again. Libras are learning something new, going out, doing something new, stepping out on a limb, stepping out on a ledge, taking a chance, you know, doing something you never did before. It's about taking a chance now, and also dropping down your swords, letting the fight go, letting down your guard. I mean, you've been fighting for goodness knows how long. The fight is over. And I think you're going to get some communication about that. But the fight is over. You got some news coming in, maybe about how to make money, some communication coming in about what direction to go in. If you've been worried about it, not sure. It could be written communication. It could be legal communication. It could be invitations. But you have to be careful. Don't sign anything unless you read the fine print. Also, again, more worry. This is crying in your drink, not sleeping enough, maybe drinking. I see it. And then you got the Page of Staves. This is, that debonair guy right there coming up with some great ideas, moving ahead, I think emotionally and making good decisions. The Page of Staves is confident, it's arrogance, it's tailored, devoted, well educated, head for business, a good person, someone that might be a little egotistical, but that's coming up in your life. And then it ends here with the King of Cups. This is the emotional king. This is giving of emotion in some way with the King of Cups. And this is what it says for the King of Cups. This is a balanced male, a man of business, education or law, vast knowledge and imagination, a person of great education and many interests and abilities, indicates you receive good advice and generosity from someone soon. Libra. So this has not been a bad reading it all in all. I'm going to separate this just to see if there's any message here that I didn't get or I missed in some way for some reason. That happens sometimes. Now, I think what is weird, first of all, you didn't get any aces. I just realized that. You got 2 5s, a 2, and a 4. So, nothing really major, I think, with the numbers. A lot of maybe some worry and stuff in there. But you did get a couple of pages. These are definitely messages coming in. One from the Page of Staff and one from the Page of Coins. To me, these are both indications of money, I think. Also, the Knight of Cups. I like the Knight of Cups comes in with a emotional offer of some kind. And you got the King of Cups. I mean, that's great. Okay, so definitely good. Now, what amazed me is the number of major arcana you got. And I like to read them backwards so that it makes sense, just the major arcana. So you got the Empress. This is emotional female. This could have been some sadness, but you're pregnant with ideas. You've got the possibility of love and childbirth ahead of you, emotional. Again, you might have had some kind of loss, but whatever it is, you're winning, you're bouncing back from that. You no longer are losing, you're winning. The sun is shining on you and all possibilities are open to you. You have the ability to travel from one point of life into another point of life to get what it is that you want, what you desire. And it might have something to do with family or starting a family or getting married or something that has to do with foundations or traditions or maybe a Taurus. And I believe, Libra, that, whatever you've been doing, I think, or might have to do is have some patience, wait for the right time. Again, you might be making decisions. See how there's just weighing, 2 cups there, balancing them out there. But I think once you wait and you meditate on it, I think then it's time for you to take that chance, to make that decision, to make that move. Make that move right now, baby. Okay. Make that move right now, baby. And don't worry about it. I think you got this. I really do. I mean, with it all starting out with like the Empress, such an emotional card. And I think it's the possibilities between the Fool and the Empress. That's new ideas, new possibilities, new directions, new things that you can do. It's all new. All right. So if you haven't picked up already how to do so, you can make a donation by going to astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And there's a donation button right there on our main page. Or you can go to our order page, which also has a donation button, and that's astrologyalookinside.com/order. Astrologyalookinside.com/order. And if you like to get a professional reading, you can do so by going to astrologyalookinside.com/shop. Okay. So next we're moving on to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see what it is I want to tell the sign of Scorpio. And then you guys, when I get to, where is it? I started with Cancer, right? Ooh, gosh, I'm itchy. Because I'm going to have to take a break soon. So I'm thinking I can do that. I can do that maybe around at the end of Scorpio. So I don't know if I can make it to Sag. I'm not sure. Okay, so go ahead and cut these. Okay, we're now on to the sign of Scorpio. Divine Spirit, please show me clearly the special message you want me to share with the sign of Scorpio. Show me clearly what I am sharing with the sign of Scorpio. What is it that you want me to share with the sign of Scorpio? Show me clearly what it is. Oh, something popped right out of my hand. I'm going to take it because obviously they wanted to. So show me clearly what it is I'm supposed to share with the sign of Scorpio. Just seeing if there's anything else, any other messages. I got all of these in place. Okay, Divine Spirit, show me clearly. What is that special message you want me to share with the sign of Scorpio? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Scorpio? What is that message for Scorpio? Show me clearly. What are we sharing with Scorpio? Oh, what is that special message? Oh, show me what we're sharing with Scorpio. Show me clearly. What is the special message we have for Scorpio? Show me what to share with Scorpio. What are we sharing with Scorpio? Oh, there it is. Something right there. Okay, anything else? Is that the way? Oh, there we go. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Anything else for Scorpio? I keep thinking there's something else in here, but nothing's really, there it is. I felt it. Okay, so let's see. The special message for Scorpio. We got a lot of cards here, so I'm going to see what is this message that we got for Scorpio. Wow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards over. So I got that. And here, we're going to go ahead and start with the main card. But before I do that, I just want to check on this because she's reversed. Your main card, Scorpio, is the Queen of Cups reversed. This is a distinguished female, concerned with public opinion, slightly arrogant, look behind the smile before extending your trust. What a thing to say about a Scorpio anyway. Look behind this smile before you extend your trust. Like Scorpios are known for being a little dark, you know, like they're scorpions. So they're like, be careful. This might be either about you or for you. But, you know, just know that there could be some arrogance, and to look behind a smile before making or extending your trust to somebody. And I think whatever this is, Scorpio, especially because we're dealing with Scorpio, which is emotional, and you guys are so intuitive. Most Scorpios are just naturally psychic anyway. So, I mean, the fact that, you know, the High Priestess came out next, use your intuition about that. Like, if you feel like there's someone you shouldn't extend your trust to, use your intuition about that. Don't extend your trust unless they're worthy of that. Oh, yeah. And I sense that there could be some discord. There could be some battle. There could be some fighting. There could be something going on where you have to be really discerning about who you're going to extend your trust to because of whatever wars or battles that have been going on. And there may have even been some lies, some deceptions. Some people might have been playing with your head even. Things might not have been as they appear. And I think you might even have been worried about this. There might have been some petty concerns, some jealousies about this. This might have something to do with work even, or money, because I see the Ace of Coins. I'm going to read the Ace of Coins here so that you get a really good vibe for the Ace of Coins. I like the Ace of Coins a lot because it has to deal with money. And this is what it says for the Ace of Coins. It says, a card of excellent wealth. This is about money, excitement, and swift clarity. Financial success and success in any action is here. Now is the time to start any project which can move you forward. And then you got the Page of Staves. That's that, you know, little arrogant male again, but he's got a lot of can bring a lot into the situation. The Page of Staves, right? The arrogant male. Because I've read that before, but I'll read it for you. It's a confident, arrogant, tailored, educated, devoted, head for business type male, okay? Or message or something like that. It's a good person, but sometimes egotistical. Someone may bring you important news. Listen to it. It's a truthful person, whoever it is. And then you got the Five of Swords. This is telling me that if you've been in any kind of battle, put down your swords, the battle's over. You can walk away from it. Oh, yeah. And here you got the Three of Staves. This is courage. Have courage in this situation. I mean, whatever you've been through, I think it's over. Have courage. Look forward. I love this Three of Staves anyway, because when you look at the card, see the sun in the horizon. Like, yeah, have courage. Whatever you've been through, it's over. You're going to move forward into something better. You know, there could be some hard work that has to be done, but whatever you want, don't let an opportunity pass you by, because you could advance, you could move forward, definitely. And then you got this Nine of Swords. This is really the main ending card of the main reading. But this Nine of Swords is really like a card of, it could be problems. It could be like miscarriage. It could be desperate. Well, here it says desperation. But it could be broken promises. It could be deep mental depression. It could be dreams, nightmares, difficulty sleeping. It just is stress. It's stress. I think maybe that's why you're being told to, you know, have courage. The fight is over, to let the fight go. And then you've got this King of Staves that pops up, which is saying, look, I'm going to be able to make this firm executive decision. I'm strong. I can make a decision about, you know, love, about marriage, about business, about whatever, because I'm the King of Staves. And the King of Staves is a very powerful king. It's usually a Leo king or Aries king or a Sagittarius king. It's a dominant male, a good heart, old-fashioned, often married, straightforward, a strong, honest person who is not afraid to lead. This person can listen and advise wisely. And then you got the Five of Staves. This is indicating that there has been some type of fighting, some type of battle, some type of arguing or battling going on. I sense that. And then you got the Queen of Staves. And the Queen of Staves is a very debonair woman, okay? This is a dominant female. So if you're a female, this could be you, Scorpio. It's simple, dominant female who is simple in her pleasures and her tastes. She's likable, she's loyal, she's a strong mother. She's a very strong, loving person, very responsible and caring, and you can trust what she has to say. That is a Queen of Swords, or Staff, excuse me. And then we got an Emperor right after that. This is someone I think who is in the midst of making a major decision. This is Aries card, but this is also like the executive decision. Between the King of Staves and the Emperor here, I'm sensing that we're dealing with like a fiery male, maybe making a firm executive decision about something. Oh, and then we got the Magician. You've got all the tools at your disposal to get to whatever solution, answer that you want. Like, this is the Magician. Now, there could be, some pains and things that you have to go through, but overall, the tools are there. You have these. You might even be aware that you possess these tools because it ends on the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is a card of victory, yes. It's a card of blessings, yes. But it can be a card of vanity. So watch out for that. Okay. But I sense success. I sense the success because you do have all the tools you need. I mean, the Magician and the Emperor, my goodness. And I'm taking the cards apart like I usually do just to see if there's any hidden messages. And I'm already sensing there are. So we're going to talk about that just 1 second. Okay, so the first thing, I notice. Okay, so it's 2 9s and 2 5s, but no 3s of anything. Okay. And then we have 3 and 4. Okay, so nothing major there. You had that Ace of Coins. This is definitely money coming for sure. This Queen of Cups in reverse. Of course, this is a queen that, you got to be this is a dangerous queen, okay? Be aware of that. But that is you, by the way. You're a dangerous queen this month. Now, here's the thing that gets me about this, because there's the Knight of Swords, battle, fight, Page of Staves, the debonair male, the educated, whatever, but 2 queens, and 1 queen is in reverse. And 1 queen, who's not you, is with the king. There's a King of Staves and a Queen of Staves in this reading. This is a couple, and there's you. What is going on? Scorpio Lord. We need to do a professional reading. What? If you with a fire sign, Scorpio, he might be with a fire sign woman. I'm just saying. And that might not be you, because here you are, Miss Queen of Cups, all upside down over it. Just saying. So let's look at the major arcana. I like to read them backwards, just to see what's going on here. And when I do, I get a vibe already. We got the High Priestess. This is somebody. This is inner knowing. Whatever is going on, Scorpio. Because it's the High Priestess. You already know what's going on. Yes, someone asked, did I do Virgo? Yes, indeed. I've already finished Virgo. We're on to Scorpio. I'm almost done. So when I finish this, I might even take a break in so the first 6, you guys can get those done or get to them. But this High Priestess, she has an inner knowledge, an inner knowing. And sometimes I think you might even be deceiving yourself, or it might just be that you have an inner knowledge of people who are deceiving you. You know, I think, where these lies and deceptions are. You know who's lying to you. Oh, yeah, you are. And I think you're going to make a firm, final decision, an executive decision. You're going to throw down the gamut, the hammer, because you're the magician. You're either going to make it happen your way, or you're going to make a decision about it and cut it loose. I'm pretty sure whatever it is, you got all the tools at your disposal to win in this situation. Okay. So if you need to, I hope you reach out to me to get a professional reading so that we can go deeper into whatever that was for Scorpio. My goodness. 2 queens and one of them ain't you. Lord, I'm not sure about that. Now, if you like to get yourself a professional reading, you can do that by going to astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. You can make a donation on our main page. We also have our order page where you can make a donation. And also you can order a professional reading on our shop or on our order page or a shop page, either one. Okay, all right. So next I'm going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. I was going to take a break, but I think I'll stop after Sag so I can start with Capricorn, because I started with Cancer, and then that'll be like 6 and 6. So I do it like that. I think I'll do it that way. So I'm just separating the cards because you guys, you know, I'm obsessive about having the same cards pop up. I don't like that. I am obsessed about it. So, okay, someone said he would like a card reading. Who is that there that wanted a card reading? I just saw that at the corner of my eye. Oh, Kiki Warren. Hey, Kiki. I will definitely do one. I did one for Virgo, and I'm going to actually break these readings up into several, I think several tonight, because it gets to be so long sometimes. And I did the Astro review, so I'm probably already, I'm already like almost 2 hours in. So once I finish this Sagittarius one, what I'll do, Kiki, is I'll do a reading for you. I'll do one for you, Kiki, after I do Sagittarius, and then I'll start a new video. That way they won't be too long. Sometimes it gets too long. So let me go ahead and do this for Sagittarius. Divine Spirit, what is the special message you have for the sign of Sagittarius? Show me clearly what we are sharing with the sign of Sagittarius. What is that special message that we are sharing with the sign of Sagittarius tonight? Show me clearly what we're sharing with the sign of Sagittarius. Show me clearly. What are we sharing with the sign of Sagittarius? I also just realized I have some requests over at Psychics 101, one-on-one that I need to do. So if I don't do it tonight, maybe tomorrow, I'll do some live readings where I connect in with some of those that I haven't done over at Psychics 101, because I feel so bad about that. So sorry. So show me clearly, what is that special message we have for Sag? Ooh, wow, Sag. Okay. I'm going to try to get them. I hope they're, yep, they're good. Very good. Okay, I think I need to do a couple of more. So anything else? Show me clearly what we're sharing with the sign of Sagittarius. Show me clearly what we're sharing with Saggy. Show me clearly, what are we sharing with Saggy tonight? What am I sharing? Oh, something right there. Show me clearly, what is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that was it. That was a lot. Anything else? Is that it? I think that was it. Oh, no. Man, I'm telling you, Sag, literally, your cards are flying. Like they're flying out of my hands. This is crazy. Okay, let me just make sure I've got enough cards here. I think I do, because this feels like a lot. Wow, Sag, I didn't realize this many cards came out. Wow, you've got a huge reading here. Oh, man. What is going on with you, Sag? have me with my little Saggy friend. You know, the funny thing is I've got Sagittarius rising here in Seattle, so it'll be interesting to find out what the message is. Now there are, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards over. I've had 6 cards over several times tonight. So the first card that I see here, Saggy, and I knew the moment I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a reading. That's going to take a minute. But the first card that you got was the Ten of Swords. Oh, Lord. All you got to do is take one look at this card to know what some Saggies might either be feeling or feel like they have been through. That is not a good vibe, okay? So some of you Saggies might have been through this or are going through it, and you've been worried about it. You've been really, really worried. I mean, you've been waiting, you've been pondering, you might have been drinking, you've been like, I don't know, maybe when I see this, because it's a 5, it's 14, it breaks down to a 5. 5 in numerology is Gemini. It makes me realize that this person is probably either writing about it or maybe calling somebody or, you know, maybe in the middle of something like that. But whatever is going on, you're being told that, you know, yeah, something might have ended, but something is new is coming. Something new is coming. Something new is coming, a new direction, a way, a reason for you to take a new chance, a new lease on life, a new direction. I hope that you've gotten yourself prepared. Here's the 7 of Staffs. It's a card of integrity, that you've maintained your integrity regardless of what you've been through, that you've, you know, really started preparing for whatever new you want to occur in your life. And then you got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups upright. And I'm going to read you that because this is a emotionally giving female, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to read this to you, what the Queen of Cups says. Queen of Cups, loving female, need for beautiful things and possessions around her. She's a good counselor. Indicates a person or situations where devotion and love are present. It may indicate the presence of paranormal abilities. So Sagittarius. And then I see on top of that, though, Saggy, you've been worried. You know, I have gotten, I swear, this petty jealousies and emotional card on almost every reading tonight. I kid you not. And this King of Staffs, which is your noun card, King of Staffs. This could be dealing with a dominant male. You could have a dominant male in your life. It could be a Leo. It could be an Aries. It could be another Sagittarius. Okay, it could be you we're talking about. It is in your present state card. But this is a male who has the ability or desire to make a decision. Okay, so that is possibility. And then we have a 10 of coins. The 10 of coins, one of my favorite cards. I've seen it again earlier tonight. It is a card of, you know, emotional fulfillment. Everybody wants emotional fulfillment, especially as it pertains to money. This is, you know, getting in the financial wherewithal, the finances that you need. And you're being told to have courage. You got the 3 of Staffs. Something distant in the horizon is on its way to you. You got something coming in. And then you got the celebration card, 3 of Cups. This is a victory, a celebration after, you know, something that you might have struggled with before. Then you got the King of Coins. This is like that strategist, basically, an offer, the strategy. And I believe it's academia, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to make sure with the King of the Knight of military. Yeah, it's strategy. Then here we go again. More victory, Cancer card. This is a Chariot. It's coming in fast too. It's winning. You're gonna win. It's coming in fast. You got the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords, of course, can indicate some emotional issues. There could have been some loss. There could have been a problem with a relationship or something. And the Queen of Swords is dealing with that. And then you got the Ten of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. So you got the monetary fulfillment, emotional fulfillment from the money. And now you got the emotional fulfillment from the love itself, from the actual love and relationships. That's beautiful. And then we've got the King of Coins. This is the dominant male with the money, most likely a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo. And then we got the Knight of Cups in reverse, and I'm going to read that to you. The Knight of Cups in reverse is actually the last card of the reading, and it says it could be fake smoke and mirrors, a facade, a distraction. So whatever this whole reading is, it all, oh, wow, wow, wow. Whatever this is, when I look at these last couple of cards, the first cards and the last cards, the 10 of Swords, Temperance, and the Fool. I mean, you have been waiting patiently to even step out on, take another chance on life because of what's happened. And then it ends on fake facade. You know, it's not real. So I really want you to be careful, especially if it's dealing with a King of Coins, like a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. I want you to be really cautious about that. Okay. Okay. I don't know why that just rang out to me. Okay. So I'm going to take the cards like I normally do and, you know, take them apart like I do to see if there's any hidden messages that I might not have seen or talked about. Or oh, I already saw one. Wow. Wow. When I talk about hidden messages, you got some here. So the first thing I'm going to talk about in your reading, and I'm so glad I do this because I probably would have missed it. You had 4, a 7, and 2 3s, but you have 3 10s. 10, 10, 10. And we're going to look that up really quickly, what the angel number is for 10, 10, 10. I'm sure it might vibrate to 111. So 3 10s in a tarot reading, painful endings and new beginnings, but ones which will play out much quicker than they would if you or your seeker received 4 10s. So, okay, so it's going to play out quicker than if you had 4 10s. Oh, interesting. Contracts, legal documents, purchase or sale of a home, a car, or a business is possible with 3 10s. Very interesting. So yeah. One says recognition, becoming famous, Sagittarius. That's interesting. Some said they like to think of the 3 10s by using the 3 C's, which is culmination, completion, and complexity. Very interesting. Culmination, completion, and complexity. 3 10s. Another one says it could be arguments over money matters. And another one says that 10s let you know if happiness and home are going to come. So, yeah. So that very interesting that you got the 3 10s. But just know that pretty much it means that things are going to be working out quicker for you than you originally expected, I think. So that's very interesting, 3 10s. Okay, so now I'm just going to look at this major arcana, do this really quickly. We've got the Chariot. This is success. You've got success coming. I sense it. It's coming quickly. I mean, it could just be a Cancer in your life, but I think it's success. And I think you just need to be patient for it. And when success comes, take a chance. Don't be afraid. Go out on a limb and take a chance. Okay. All right. That's my reading for you, Saggy. All right. So you guys, all of you guys who have stopped by and liked the video and came and looked for things, thank you. Bless you for your support. I'm going to take a small break and then I will come back with the last 6 signs of the zodiac, which is Capricorn through Gemini. And I will get those done in just a little bit. But I do think I need to take a break. It has been almost 2 hours, and I'm basically exhausted. So I might even need to ground myself again or light some more incense. I might do that. Much love to all of you. You know, those who watched tonight, any of the signs, Cancer through Sagittarius, many blessings to you. And again, if you have not already done so, please like and share our videos, subscribe to the channel, go visit our website at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. Many blessings to you. Oh, and Kiki Warren, and Regina Begum. Hello, Regina Begum. I am going to do Kiki Warren and Regina Begum, I guess, because I haven't seen Regina in a minute. I'm going to do you guys a freebie at because Kiki wanted a love reading or would love a card reading, right? So I'll do Kiki and Regina Begum. If you guys come back and look for me in about 10 minutes, okay? All right, I will be back then. Much love and light to everybody. Blessings and happy new moon in Cancer eclipse. Okay, it is an eclipse today. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Bye now.